This is a Dell Latitude D630 laptop computer. I got this machine from Goodwill for only $10, as you can see from the price tag that's still on it. And it was sold as a broken machine, which is what the red dot means. Now when I plugged it in at the store, it basically, when you turned it on, it would just flash the caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock LEDs, or two would stay illuminated and the third would flash. And I just figured out that was due to no memory being installed to the machine. So I went ahead and bought it and brought it home, and sure enough it powered right on after I installed some memory. So I got a fully working Dell Latitude D630 for $10, which was a really good deal. There was actually two at the store and they both had the same issue. They were both $10, but I only got one of the two. So yeah, let's go ahead and give you a brief overview of the machine. So on the front here, we have the extended battery piece that sticks out and the screen latch. Now, the extended battery in this machine is actually still good, and I checked it and it is not one of the defective ones that are known to explode, so that's pretty good. It still has a lot of life left in it too. It lasts about, I had it on for like, I guess 2 or 3 hours on a full charge, and it was only at 60% after that, so it's a pretty good battery life, and pretty pleased for only paying $10 for the machine. So let's go to the side of the machine here. Right here we have the DVD-ROM drive and CD rewriter drive. So this is a, I guess this would be a combo drive. Right here we have two USB 2.0 ports. On the back of the machine here we have an Ethernet port, a 56K modem, two more USB ports, a serial port, a VGA output, the DC power input, and the main CPU heatsink right there. And there of course is a fan under there as well. Right here we have a small vent. Right here we have the microphone and the headphone ports. Right there we have a mini FireWire port. Right here we have the Wi-Fi switch. And right here we have the hard drive bay. Now I did not get the caddy with this machine, but since it doesn't use any special adapters or anything, I just slid a standard hard drive in there and it works just fine. Oh, and I forgot to mention, right here we have a smart card reader, and above the hard drive bay we have a PCM CIA slot. So yeah. And if we go ahead and take a look at the bottom of the machine, we have the docking station connector there and the battery status thing there, which as you can see it's fully charged. So I'm going to go ahead and put the machine like this and open it up. So as you can see, the machine is in pretty good shape. It just has this little sticker here, which I'm sure I can easily get off with some rubbing alcohol, so I'll do that pretty soon. So right here we have the trackpad. The buttons feel really nice. They're kind of like soft. Kind of feel pretty good. Right here we have the track point as well as the buttons for it. We have the keyboard, which is in really good shape. As you can see, there's not much wear on it at all. So yeah, it's a pretty nice keyboard. Up here we have the buttons for volume and the power button. The caps lock, scroll lock, and num lock LEDs there. And the main system status LEDs there, as well as a microphone, which is right there. So I guess what I go ahead and do now is boot up the machine. So now right now this machine only has 1.5 gigs of RAM in it, but I did find a 2nd gig stick that I'm going to install to the machine to bring it up to 2 gigs, so that'll make it a little bit more usable. As you can see, it is running Windows 7. And there is an 80 gigabyte hard drive in this machine that I installed. Alright, so now that we're in the machine, let's go ahead and go into system properties. So as you can see in the system properties here, it has a Core 2 Duo T7500 CPU running at 2.2 GHz. It has 1.5 gigs of DDR2 memory. I decided to just install 32-bit Windows just because it would run better with 1.5 or 2 gigs of RAM. If it had 4 gigs in it, I'd probably upgrade it to 64-bit. So, yeah, I don't have that much memory to install though on hand right now. Alright, so under display adapters, we can see that it has an Intel 965 graphics card. It's actually also known as a GMA X3100 GPU. So it is not the NVIDIA model, which is known to be faulty. So I guess that's good. Although I would kind of prefer to have the performance of the NVIDIA graphics card. But oh well. As you can see, for Ethernet adapters, it has a Broadcom NetExtreme 57XX Gigabit Ethernet card and an Intel Wireless 3945 ABG Wi-Fi card. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole machine. It has a HDA CX11270 modem. As you can see, for the Windows Experience Index, it gets a 3.0. The lowest score being the gaming graphics, of course, because this is the integrated Intel GMA X3100 GPU. So yeah, the scores are pretty decent aside from the graphics. So yeah, it's overall a really decent machine, and it's actually really fast for what it is. So I'm pretty happy with it. So that is the Dell Latitude D630 computer. Hope you enjoyed this video.